Assalamu alaikum, grade 3. We take at the beginning of this week measuring time, and we take how to read the clock, but today's session inshallah will be about the units of time. Okay, and the first thing that I will speak about is the relation between year and month. All of you knows that the 1 year equals 12 months. So we have a relation between year and month. 1 year equals 12 months. Okay, and we take in the units that we take it before in the weight and the length, that when we change from something big to something small, we multiply. So from year to months, multiply. And the relation between year and month is 12, so I will multiply by 12. So when you change from year to month, multiply by 12 because the year equals 12 months. And here it is the relation. Okay, what about 2 years? The 2 years equals how many months? 1 year equals 12 months. So what about 2 years? How many months? Okay, we know that the relation between years and month is multiplying by 12. So to change from year to month, I will multiply 2 by 12. So here it is 2 times 12, and we will start multiplying like we take 2 times 2 equals 4, and 2 times 1 equals 2. So 2 years equals 12 months, and so on. So if we have 3 years, so 3 times 12. If we have 40 years, 4 times 12, and so on. Let's see here. 2 years equals 12, multiply 2, and this equals 24 months. And here 3 years, 3 times 12 equals 36 months. So when we change from year to month, multiply by 12. Okay, the next thing, the year and the days. Okay, you know that each month has 30 days or 31 day, or some months we have it has 28 days. If we add all the days together, we will get a relation between the year and the days, and it equals 365 days. 1 year equals 365 days. Okay, from big to small, multiply. So it's multiply by 365. Okay, when we have 2 years, so 2 times 365. Here it is, we can make it like this, 2 times 365, and this equals 2 times 5 equals 10, so 2 and carry up 1. 2 times 6 equals 12, plus 1 equals 13, so 3 and carry up 1. 2 times 3 equals 6, plus 1 equals 7, so 2 years equals 730 days, because it's 2 times 365. Okay, let's move to the next part. Okay, the relation between weeks and days. We know that 1 week equals 7 days. Why? Because the day has Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So these are 7 days. So from week to days, we will multiply also, because it's from big to small. So multiply by 7. Here it is, from week to day, multiply by 7. Okay, what about 2 weeks? If I want to get 2 weeks equals how many days? Okay, we said that we will multiply by 7. So we will say 2 times 7 equals 14 days. Okay, what about 3 weeks? 3 times 7 equals 21 days. 5 weeks, so it will be 5 times 7 equals 35 days. And here it is 2 weeks equals 14 days. 3 weeks equal 3 times 7 equals 21 days. Okay, what about the relation between day and hours? You have to know that one day equals 24 hours. Each day has 24 hours. So when we change from day to hours, we will multiply by 24. So change from day to hours, multiply by 24. Okay, so if I want to get 2 days equals how many hours? 2 days equals how many hours? I will multiply by 24. Multiply 24. So 2 times 4 equals 8, and 2 times 2 equals 4. And this how we can change from day to hours, multiply by 24, because one day equals 24 hours. And you see here 2 days equals 2 times 24 equals 48 hours. 3 days equals 3 times 24, and when we check the answer here, it is 3 times 4 equals 12. So 2 and carry up 1. And 3 times 1 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. So 3 days equals 72 hours. And 4 days equals 96 hours. Why? Because 4 times 4 equals 16. 6 and carry up 1. 4 times 2 equals 8 plus 1 equals 9. So the answer is 96. So 1 day equals 24 hours, 2 days equals 48 hours, 3 days 72 hours, and 4 days equals 96 hours. Just know the relation between them and change. Okay, what about now the hours and the units that less than it? We take the year and the month, then and week and days, days and hours. So now hours and minutes. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Each hour has 60 minutes. So to change from hour to minutes, we will multiply by 60. Here it is the relation. Okay, what about if I said to you I want 5 hours equals how many minutes? Yes, 5 hours equals how many minutes? The relation between hours and minutes, multiply by 60. So I will multiply 5 by 60. 5 times 0 equals 0. 5 times 6 equals 30. So 5 hours equals 300 minutes. What about 2 hours? So 2 times 60. And 2 times 60 equals 120. Why? Because here it is 2 times 0 equals 0, and 2 times 6 equals 12. 3 hours, 3 times 60. 3 times 0 equals 0, 3 times 6 equals 18. 4 hours, 4 times 60. 4 times 0 equals 0, and 4 times 6 equals 24. So 2 hours equals 120 minutes, 3 hours equals 180 minutes, and 4 hours equals 240 minutes. Okay, we have to know also the parts of the hour. We take the quarter of an hour, the third of an hour, and the half of an hour, and 3/4 of an hour. And here we start with this one. If you look here, I take this part, and this part is quarter of an hour, because all of this is 1 hour. So this part only is quarter of an hour, and it's equals 15 minutes. So the quarter of an hour equals 15 minutes. The next one here it is. This is 20 minutes. As we take, when we take the telling time, you take that between each two numbers here, this one and this one, we have 5 minutes. So here it is, this is 5 and this is 5 and this is 5 and this 5. So 5 and 5 and 5 and 5, 20 minutes. This is 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes represent how many part from the hour? It's third of an hour. So quarter of an hour equals 15 minutes, third of an hour equals 20 minutes. What about this one, the 30 minutes? This is how many parts of the hour? This is the half, this one half and this one half. So 30 minutes equals half of an hour. And this, if you look here, this is 45 minutes because here it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 45 minutes. This colored part, it's represent what? It's representing 3/4 of an hour. So quarter of an hour equals 15 minutes, third of an hour equals 20 minutes, and half of an hour equals 30 minutes. 3/4 of an hour equals 45 minutes. Okay, let's see the questions. How many hours are there in 2 days? Hours and days. The relation between hours and days is 24. So, and here it is, it's 2 days. So 2 times 24. 2 times 4 equals 8. And 2 times 2 equals 4. So how many hours are there in 2 days? 2 times 4 equals 48 hours. The next question. How many minutes are there in 10 hours? Minutes and hours. The relation between hours and minutes, 60. Multiply by 60. Okay, so 10 times 60, we have 2 zeros. So here it is 1, 2. I will put them 1, 2. Then 1 multiply 6 equals 6. So how many minutes are there in 10 hours? 600 minutes. Next question. How many minutes are there in half of an hour? We said it before this part. How many minutes are there in half hour? It's 30 minutes. Because 1 hour equals 60, so the half of the 60 equal 30. How many hours are there in 10 days? Hours and days. The relation between hours and days is 24. So 10 times 24. So I have 1 0. I will put it. Then 1 times 24 equals 24. So the hours that exist in 10 days equals 240 hours. The next question. How many minutes are there in 4 hours? Minutes and hours. The relation between hours and minutes is 60. So 4 times 60. I have 1 0, so I will put it. Then 4 times 6 equals 24. So how many minutes are there in 4 hours? It's 240 minutes. How many minutes are there in quarter of an hour? Quarter, it's like this. How many minutes are there in quarter of an hour? We said it. It's 15 minutes. Okay, let's move to this one. 3 hours equals how many minutes? Hours, minutes. Between hours and minutes, multiply 60. So 3 times 60 equals what? I have 1 0, so I'll put it. Then 3 times 6 equals 18. So the answer is 180. Letter B, a day plus 5 hours equals how many hours? I can't add day and hour. I have to change the day to hours. Add day equals how many hours? Because this hours and this hours, so I have to change the day to hours. Add day equals 24 hours, so 24 plus 5 equals 29. 3 days equals how many hours? From day to hour, multiply by 24. 3 times 4 equals 12, so 2 and carry up 1. 3 times 2 equals 6 plus 1 equals 70, so 3 days equals 72 hours. The last one, third hour equals how many minutes? We said it, that third of an hour equals 20 minutes. Okay, the last question, arrange the following periods of time in an ascending order. I needed ascending from the small to the great. And here's the numbers that we will order it. 75 minutes, 1 hour, 50 minutes. Minutes, hour, and minutes. I can't arrange it before I change this one because this one is different. 1 hour, I will change it to what? I will look to the other, this minutes and this minutes, so I will change the hour to minutes. 1 hour equals 60 minutes. Okay, now I can arrange it. It's ascending order from the small to the great, so we have 55, 60, and 75, or 75, 60, and 55. Which one is the smallest one? It's 55 minutes. So this is the first one. Then we have here 60 minutes and 75 minutes. So of course 1 hour is the first. So this is the second. Then 75 minutes. So the order is 55 minutes, 1 hour, and 75 minutes. So to arrange any periods of time, you have to change or make all of them the same unit. Thanks, grade 3. See you soon, inshallah.